Hi, this is Meredith with the Cedar Rapids Public Library. Thank you so much for joining us for Embrace the Seasons. Just as a quick note, all of our events coming up at the library for the month of December will be virtual, but also our Open Plus magazine, which is available online, is now published and ready. We're celebrating our 125th anniversary this year and want you to be a part of it. Whether you access the Open Plus magazine in person at either the Ladd Library or downtown to pick up your own copy, or online, you can see the history of the Cedar Rapids Public Library in its abbreviated form and some of its founding members, founding patrons, and perhaps someone that you know or love within the pages of this beautiful, beautiful publication. I would encourage you to pick up your own copy or visit the Cedar Rapids Public Library at crlibrary.org to access your copy. It has all the usual about information as well if you need to contact us, and we hope that you'll join us in January for a celebration spread out throughout the library to commemorate our 125th anniversary. Without further ado, let's begin our program, Embrace. Take it away.
All righty. Well, I am Brian Brunner with the Heritage Agency on Aging. Sorry. So my position there is I'm the Health and Wellness Coordinator. Kind of see me. I've been there for almost 3 years, and within that time, I've been teaching Tai Chi. So I actually got trained my first week on the job. So it's kind of interesting because currently I'm teaching 3 classes. It's fun to see my participants' reaction when I show up for Tai Chi, this big burly football player with, well, usually a big beard. So it's fun to be able to teach, first of all. I love teaching classes from 5 participants all the way up to 30 has so far been my max. But one thing about Tai Chi that I love is, one, it's for arthritis. So within arthritis, I've had a few fractures in my back before. So from Olympic lifting. So it was able to kind of help those because they have turned into arthritis already at 30 years old. I know. But I teach every Monday morning, and I'm stiff from the weekend, being out and about and moving and walking. Monday morning is when I can kind of feel a little bit of relief doing those exercises and this Tai Chi form. So it's really been a great experience. This one specifically for arthritis, like I said, a lot of it, I've had participants talk about improvement of posture, falls prevention, strengthening, mobility, and balance. Those are really big key components for falls prevention. And a lot of what I do is also falls prevention as well, because I know falls are a pretty big process as well. But let's see, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just know how important falls can be and how detrimental they can be. And they're not a normal process of aging. So we're gonna go through the form today. This one is Tai Chi for arthritis, like I said. A little bit that you'll recognize within the form is I have smaller steps. Like I said, I've got big size 12 feet. I don't take big steps, even being a bigger guy, 6'2". Another thing is it's a higher posture, so it's easier on the joints and the ligaments as well. So let's get into Tai Chi. We'll learn a little bit of the form today. Sorry, I've got this mask, but kind of normal for me. So let's turn on a little bit of music. And I will show you the full form first. And then we will get into a little bit of learning the form. Let's see, I think I got enough space here. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so first I'm gonna do the full form. You can watch it, and then we can get into me teaching. So we're here. I usually start in a comfortable area, comfortable zone. All right, so that is the full form here. And you can see, so what's really interesting about this Tai Chi is that this is based on martial arts. You can see this on a few different areas within Tai Chi. So what we call brush knee, so we're here, and it's kind of like we're blocking and pushing out. So it's pretty interesting because there's a few different moves that you can see as well, also brush knee, but it's called Peritarian Punch. So like we saw, the Peritarian Punch, that's martial arts. We're blocking and punching. So instead, what I like to call it is coffee cup on the counter. So let's learn a little bit of this. So we'll start with commencement. So with commencement, we're just very relaxed. I always start relaxed. So we're here. We're just going to come up is 1, down is 2, 3 is going to be a step right, step left, very small steps. 3 is back up and step, step. 4 is out. 5 is back in. Now next is what we do. So this is what's called open and closed. So it's my reset. I'm just here, and I always take a deep breath in and exhale with it as well. So here, inhale, and exhale. So this is my open and close. So I don't always do this within Tai Chi as well. I do it at work. Sometimes if I'm stressed, which I'm not really stressed very often, but if I ever am, I'll just step back, stand up, and just do my open and closed. So that's a good breathing exercise as well, because within Tai Chi, it not only connects your body, but you also your wellness. You want to be able to breathe, and breathing is a very, very good for de-stressing and wellness as well. So let's do that a few times here. We're at commencement. Remember, we relax and commence. 1 is up, 2 is down, 3, remember, is step, step, back up. 4 is out, 5's back in, and now we go to that open and close. Good, very good. Let's try that one more time. If you can remember anything, remember that we label it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, a class came up with that 5-step rule. So it's kind of nice that they were able to put that together. So let's do it one time and we'll move on. We'll learn single whip right and single whip left today. So we're here. Remember comfort. 1, 2, 3, a step, 4, 5, open and close. Very good. Okay, let's move on here. I know we're moving quick. Usually it will take maybe 12 to 14 weeks to learn the full form. So I'm just kind of teaching a little bit of it. And then once you get to probably about 14 weeks, you can start really perfecting that fluidity, the fluidity that comes with it. And that's called cloud hands, by the way. But let's get into single whip right. So we've just got done with open and close. So open, closed. We're going to take a right step and a left step. We're going to push out with our hands and follow our left middle finger out. So it's kind of like we're opening up those blinds. We've opened them up. And now we're here at a comfortable space. So let's do that one more time. So open and closed. Step right, step left. Open up that window. And our head follows the left middle finger. One more time. This is called single whip right. So open and closed. We're always balanced. Step right, step left. Open up that window. Good. Now let's do the other side. And that's called single whip left. So we just got done with open and closed. Left step, right step. Now we open up with our right. And we'll do that a few times. Left step, right step, open up. And we'll learn, I think next time, what comes in between that right and left. That single whip right will come cloud hands. And then open and close. And this is where we come into single whip left. And then cloud hands. So let's do that one full thing. Let's do it one full time, just up until single whip left. So we're here at commencement, remember? Take a deep breath and commence. 1, 2, 3 is step, step. 4 is out. 5, open and close here. So if you remember right step, left step, push out, follow that left finger. And then let's go back to open and close. Let's do single whip left. Open, left step, right step, open. Good. So far we've learned commencement and single whip right and single whip left. So we'll be breaking down each lesson into different parts of Tai Chi. So thank you for being here, and we will keep learning more about Tai Chi. If you do have any questions, my contact information is on the slide, and yeah, just kind of keep practicing. So thank you.
Talk about what's for dinner. Right now, eating with the seasons sounds a little bit dissonant with winter, but as I look out the window, it's sunny, although 30, and yesterday was 75. It's not outside the stretch of the imagination that there could be fruits and vegetables still out there. We'll talk a little bit about how to eat with the seasons during winter. We'll talk about what to do with some of those holiday leftovers that might be not your usual mashed potatoes into potato soup, and a great app that I found for meal planning, tracking activity, and for keeping your grocery shopping on a budget. First, I want to show you this video from the Iowa State University Extension about shopping with the seasons. It's only about 3 minutes, but it'll take you through all the seasons all at once.
I like to serve my family fresh fruits and veggies as often as I can, and grocery stores offer an abundance of fresh fruits and vegetables year-round. But I found that for the best deals and best taste, I stick to fruits and veggies that are in season whenever I can. When produce is in season, it means it's at its peak harvest, so it's usually the cheapest and the freshest on the market. A good variety of fresh fruits and vegetables are grown, stored, and shipped year-round. You can find these at reasonable prices most of the time, and they have become staples in my home. These include bananas, apples, carrots, celery, onions, and potatoes. Winter may seem like a time when you won't find the best seasonal produce, but it is the best time to get great tasting and less expensive citrus fruits. You should look for clementines, tangerines, oranges, grapefruits, and kiwi fruits. Spring is the perfect time for early vegetables such as asparagus, snow peas, and greens. This is also the time for strawberries, so keep an eye out for those if your family enjoys them. Summer offers a nearly endless list of fresh seasonal fruits and vegetables. Some of the choices you have include berries, cherries, grapes, melons, corn, green beans, cucumbers, and peppers. Tomatoes are best in late summer and early fall. Other fall vegetables you can easily find are acorn and butternut squash, sweet potatoes, and pumpkin. Some great fall fruits include apples, pears, and grapes. When you plan your menus, include seasonal fruits and vegetables as much as possible. For example, I like to use strawberries in May, melon in summer, pears in the fall, and oranges in the winter. When you want or need a fruit or vegetable that is not in season, check out the canned or frozen varieties for a better buy. Summer and fall also bring farmers markets. I think this is a fun way to look for locally grown fruits and veggies. A price book can help you compare market prices to those you've seen in the store. An added benefit of the farmers market that I enjoy is the opportunity to talk with the grower about their produce. But keep in mind, you may be tempted to buy things you don't plan on, so make a list before going and try to stick to it. And don't be afraid to shop around at different stalls to look for better prices, better produce, and vendors that might offer up some excellent tips on picking produce and cooking it. If you stick to seasonal fruits and vegetables when at the grocery store or farmer's market, you can be sure to get the best deal as well as the best tasting produce.
Hopefully that came through okay for you, but I will show you a Eat Smart, Spend Smart app after this. You can tell that they cruise through those slides pretty quickly at the end there, but I think you'll recognize the slogan when we circle around to our technology section. Next, something that I was considering is how to creatively use some of your holiday leftovers. So, these are some things that you might want to consider putting on your menu if you didn't already have on your menu to reuse. Something that I saw is if you have roasted vegetables, you can cut them up and put them in between the layers of your lasagna for a vitamin and fiber boost. You can also use them as pizza toppings. Delicious. For all of your leftover roasts and turkeys and hams, you can cut them up and toss with pasta. You could either make it something on the Italian side with olive oil, parmesan, and basil, dried basil, or you could also use any number of seasonings to make it an Asian flair. Add cilantro to noodles, stir fry noodles if you have sesame oil around the house. But that's a direction you can go, or stir fry with rice. For mashed potatoes, instead of going straight to potato soup, you could try herbed fritters. You could take a low salt seasoning and mix with your potatoes, or if you have garlic salt, or fresh herbs or garlic, create little patties and lightly fry a little bit of vegetable oil. Um, Something that I know that my husband likes to do is he also likes to make shepherd's pie with all of those things, a little mashed potato crust. You could put them in muffin tins or make a larger serving too. In the muffin tins, you can freeze those for later as well. Another thing that I saw to do with mashed potatoes is make gnocchi with it. I am floored. For those of you that don't know what gnocchi is, it is a potato pasta, delightful, which you could have with tomato sauce, or you could toss with Parmesan and either a little bit of butter or olive oil. Here is another nutrition related tip with winter coming up. Stay healthy, stay hydrated. The air is dry, but you shouldn't be. I think that just because the weather gets cold, sometimes we forget just how much water we're still going through, especially if you're walking regularly, or if when the snow does fly, if you're on snow duty, it's hard to consider sometimes how much we're exerting ourselves when the weather is cold and we're not as actively sweating or hot as if we are out in the summer or the spring in the sunshine. So here's a hot tip. Keep a room temperature glass of water handy at all times. You can drop a little bit of fresh fruit or frozen berries in there to kind of spark it up. Certainly, there are lots of different additives that you can add to your water to keep it kind of exciting in your life, but beware for sugars, beware for artificial sweeteners, and sometimes just a little slice of lemon does the trick. Next, I wanted to show you Iowa State University's Spend Smart, Eat Smart app. It's available on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store as well. So no matter what kind of device you have, you would be able to download it for free. And as you can see, it's got a tip of the week on the homepage there and a unit calculator. So what this is going to do is it's going to give you this menu that has recipes, videos, tips for picking out produce, tips for using things from your pantry, physical activities to do and guidelines, an activity planner, and a calculator. You'll also be able to save your recipes. So things that you find within the app that you like, you can save for later. You can, with the what's on your menu, search recipes. The videos have to do with recipes, tips, as well as exercises as well. The food safety for thought talks about food prep, storage, and cleaning tips, how to freeze, how to can, how to repackage things, how long to keep leftovers. And the apples to apples section gives you a unit price calculator so that you can very easily compare prices for a bunch of Jazz apples versus Gala apples, or a pound of rice versus 5 pounds of rice, so that you can make informed decisions about what's best to take home from your shopping cart. That is the end of my slideshow. I am going to stop sharing my screen and ask if there's anything that anybody wanted to ask from the audience here. We have one participant live. Hopefully there was some good information there. I will make the recording available to all of you via email. After this session is complete, we'll post our video to YouTube. And if you have any questions, please let me know or Brian know. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much for coming.